Fabrik is the German word for factory. It's the title of the German pavilion, and we hope it is a site of producing images, not only production of images, but producing images, so images that are productive, so they're not only reproducing, representing reality, but also producing in a way or changing reality. So this is a bit the idea behind this word fabric. On the rooftop of the German pavilion is a workshop by Olaf Nicolai where people are fabricating boomerangs, testing them, throwing them, and then these boomerangs will circulate later in the streets of Venice. You see from time to time people appearing, throwing boomerangs, and then say vanish. So it's also about visibility and retreatment in a way, you know. You see this figure on the rooftop, and this is also kind of irritating moment, you know. It's what is the guy doing there? It's a kind of irritation, and you know, is this somebody who is surveilling us, or is this a terrorist? Or I think this moment of irritation is quite interesting.
In Cairo, we made a film with workers from different factories and different workspaces, and they reenacted or enacted different scenes that are coming from their own background. None of those workers are actors. They haven't played before in a film or theater. It was about a process of articulating some of the concerns that are important in people's lives in Egypt and elsewhere. These concerns are related to privatization and what happens once a factory is privatized, what happens with people.
In my project, The Citizen, for the German pavilion here, I worked with refugee activists in Germany, made a lot of pictures, worked with them together, and then we found writers in Africa who would write about the situation of refugees in Germany and their political activism. And then we published those pictures together with the articles in a number of newspapers and magazines and internet blogs in Africa. And so you also see a lot of the other things that are going on the same day in Ghana or Cameroon or Sudan, in sports or politics and so on.
It's computer-generated imagery, CGI. It's about the work of producing images. It's called Factory of the Sun because it's a sort of science fiction, and it deals with a world in which basically every human activity or even emotion is being transformed into sunlight, and this sunlight is sent through fiberglass cables as information. So basically the work of the factory is to convert human energy into information.
She had the good idea to choose the form of a computer game as narrative structure. And in a computer game, it's always about struggle. And it's now, her story is about the contemporary struggle about the internet, you know. The internet belongs to whom? The internet is getting more and more commercialized. At the same time, you know, the internet was an utopia of freedom and of freedom of expression and sharing and so on. So this is still this kind of struggle on the internet.